Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar, and we're back again with another chip list video. This is going to be number 2. Got a bunch of positive feedback, and you guys really seem to like the first version of this little series, I guess we could call, that I uploaded. I think it was about a week and a half, or 2 weeks ago. But you guys really seem to enjoy that one, so I'm gonna keep going. Gonna go ahead and keep doing them. This last week and a half, there were some pretty good chips on eBay. Some chips, like this one, Golden Nugget 50 center, that I had never seen before. I believe there's 2 other chips that we're going to be looking at to get it today that sold in the last week or so that I had never seen before. So pretty good, pretty good array of chips and some rare ones. So let's get right into it. First one's going to be this 50-cent Golden Nugget that's on the house mold. This is the mold that, from what I have heard and listened, this mold was actually done by TRK, which is pretty cool. TRK wasn't known for doing house molds, let alone kind of something as intricate as this. I know they did do the small crown, large crown. I believe they also did the square rectangle. And I believe that's it. So they also specifically made this house mold for Golden Nugget during the year that they used these chips. I believe, was it in the 70s? I'll have to double check as to what year it was. But this is a really cool chip. Never seen it before. It's a half pie dovetail, with the gray portion of it being the dovetail. 50 cent, really nice condition. I'd say it's almost brand new. This side has a little bit of where it's probably just dirty, but I'd say it's in really nice condition considering this side. Little bit of cleaning or whatever, and it would look pretty spanking new. Obviously it's a little bit used, but for a chip that doesn't pop up often, I'd say it was a really nice chip. Ended up going for $6.15. Interesting thing is the seller found it in their dad's desk when he moved into assisted living. So whoever your dad was, they were around Vegas in the right time, and they got a chip that most people have never seen before. So really awesome chip. Really cool to see this one. Next one, this is one that I talked about in the last video, but Telltale Nevada 5. I still don't get why this chip is selling for 26 or 30 bucks. I mean, maybe it's somebody trying to build a set, but I don't remember this chip bringing this $26 to $30 price for kind of regularly. But maybe it's something I'm missing. It's in good shape, so like I said, maybe it's something I'm missing out on. Pretty cool chip though. I have one. That's it. Just one. But still, 26, 30 bucks. I don't get it. This one, Monte Carlo Vegas roulette chip. This is one, I guess I'm after the whole set of these, but this is a chip that you don't see often. And I have a feeling most people wouldn't know where it's from because it has no casino name on it. It doesn't say Vegas. It doesn't say Monte Carlo Club. All it has, or at least the chips, most the roulette chips, they all have a different symbol, if I remember correctly, or they were all diamonds. But there's different colors of them because they were roulette chips. But really cool. I believe they're all in pretty nice shape. I don't think I've seen a worn one. I've never seen one of these in real life. So that's one thing. Would definitely like to have the full set. Maybe one, maybe some year when I'm kind of further into the chip game, but really cool. 55 bucks seems like a solid deal for a chip you don't see often. And it's just a really clean, TRK. Nothing else to it. And it's kind of a chip that's kind of low key, I guess we could say. Most people don't know what it is, like I said, because it doesn't have the club name on it. It doesn't say Vegas. It just looks like just some random diamond chip. If somebody didn't know what it was, they wouldn't know what it is. This isn't a chip, But this is something that I saw that I thought was really, really cool. So it's from the Balinese Room in Galveston, Texas, from the 40s. I'm sure you've seen the chips that say Balinese Room or they say TAC on them. They're all illegal chips from this Balinese Room that was located in Galveston, Texas in the 40s. But this is the menu that they had. Really, really, really nice artwork. And whoever had this kept it in pretty nice condition. They probably knew what it was. I have a feeling the reason that it's folded in the middle is that's probably how they... I'd like to say that's how they stored them. The description, this is from the 40s, oversized. Never seen one that didn't have the fold in the middle. It's because of the size they were folded. But back here it says Balinese Room, Galveston, Texas, TAC. Whatever that is, I guess that may be an authentication thing or something. Origin of the Balinese Room kind of gives a little backstory about the Balinese Room. And yeah, it's just really, really cool. Look at that, those prices. Man, relish bowl was 70 cents. Gulf shrimp remoulade was 95 cents. I'm sure this is it could have been maybe a little bit more of a higher end place. Club Bolognese was $1.55. Sliced breasted chicken was $1.25. Oscar steak was $1.65. Melted cheese 95 cents. Desserts, flaming desserts. 7-Up or Dr. Pepper, Coke, Chinese tea, frosted coffee, hot cocoa, iced or hot tea, orange lemonade, all kinds of cool stuff, but really, really cool. I really like the artwork on this. It's old school, it's done, I wouldn't say by hand, it probably was, but it took some time to create that, so really, really cool. Then we have a Little Caesars 10K. This is another chip you don't see that pops up, or that doesn't pop up too often. But when it does, it's one that people really do try to get because they want to get the whole oversized Little Caesars set. 1K, 5K, 10K. I believe I talked about those chips in my last video about the 43 mil chips. But 10K, really cool chip. Like I said, it's not seen too often, but when it is, most people really do want to get it. Little Caesars Sportsbook 10K. Little Caesars was a little hole in the wall. If you guys don't know, there's a little history video. I'll pop it up in the top right hand corner. You guys can go check that out. Little hole in the wall place. It was probably one of the first places in Vegas to have $1 million bet. That was by Stupak. But really cool. The 10K you don't see often. Really cool. Blaze orange. 190. For some reason, I feel like this chip used to sell for somewhere around 253. I might be a little bit off, but 190, still a pretty good price. Considering, like I said, you don't see it often. It's a chip that most people do really want to get to finish that whole 3 oversized chip set, and just overall really nice looking chip. Next one, we have a Sands Racing Sportsbook 1000. This is a chip that I had never seen before until the SNCCC fall show, which was it last month or the month before? Oh, it was September 23rd and 24th, I believe it was. This chip I had never ever seen before until I went there, and I actually know who the seller is on this. It's just a cool looking chip. It is really cool looking. It's interesting how it has I never noticed that. It's 3 different colored edge spots. Blue, like a middle blue, or is that supposed to? I don't know, because it's like a light blue, white, dark blue, light blue, dark blue, white. So it almost has like 3 different edge spots, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Overall, it's just a really nice looking chip. Low book 500, sold for 550, 560 with shipping. So pretty good, really nice looking chip. All the Sands Racing Sportsbook chips are really nice looking. Then we have a Moulin Rouge 5 Uncanceled. This is another chip you don't see too often, but like I said, when you do, it's people are going to want to try and get it. Most people, if they have a Moulin Rouge chip, it's going to be the Canceled 5 with the Can Girl. I think the Can Girl is definitely far more superior than the Eiffel Tower, just because it has the Can Girl that the Moulin Rouge was kind of known for. But really nice looking chip. You don't see these uncanceled too often. And it's sold for $4.85, which is way more than I think it was going to. Low book 300. This sold for $4.85, almost $500. So pretty good little price jump there. Then this was a chip that I had never seen before. I believe there was a nicer version of the Silver Slipper 5 on eBay. Was it like a week or so before this one sold? I'm not sure if the other one is still up. If it is, then it still is. But this one, a little bit more on the damage condition side. I'm not sure if it got burnt. Or that's it looks like it got burnt. Has some soiling or staining. Could be cleaned. Yeah. This is a chip you don't see often. I've seen one, maybe a few of the ones. And most of those are in really nice condition. This looks like it's really good condition considering it. I mean, minus the little bit of staining or whatever dirt is on it, you can see all the cross hatching. So it looks like it's in pretty good condition. Same as the ones. So pretty good. Two grand on this one. Considering for damaged or let's say dirty chip, $2,000 is a pretty good price. Of course, if this chip was in mint condition, if it was really, really clean, didn't have to touch it or anything, I'm sure it would have sold for way more than $2,000. So that's a cool chip you don't see often. These two chips, I'd like to say there's a few people trying to get the hundreds. Same thing goes with the 25s. I think the same thing goes with the 5s. These are Players Reno chips. Paulson's, all of these, similar with some other chips I've seen, they don't, it's like they never got used. Cross hatching is everywhere, really sharp corners. Just overall, they are some of the sickest chips I've ever seen. They all have these bear claw edge spots, shaped inlays and everything. These two chips sold for $96. That's what, $43 a chip. I don't think the Players 25 is worth that much. Neither is the 100. But if people are really out there, they're trying to get them, they're gonna pay, and they're gonna pay what they want just to have the chip. So I think that $96 is pretty high for it. But hey, if you're the one who bought it, you do you. I'm not gonna say any more. They're just amazing chips. It's worth the money, I think. Really, really cool. Then we have a rack of Carl's Silver Club NCV chips. These, from my understanding and what I know, these chips were, at least a handful of them, a large majority of them, were sold years ago. Well, not years ago, but let's say like 5 or 6 years ago. There was quite a few of them just gone. There are quite a few people on PCF have racks of these. I'm not sure how many of them are still in original condition or like the original shape. But I think these Carl's Silver Club chips, they had some of the craziest colors and craziest edge spot colors that you've had ever seen. And whoever designed these chips did a crazy job. There's this purple one. There's the green one. I believe there's an orange one, something along those lines, but $1,200. It says the best offer got accepted, so I'm not too sure what the final offer was. Just missing one chip. One chip is way easier to find than 20 chips. If let's say this was only a box of 80, 20 chips is going to be way harder to find than just one chip. So pretty good price on this. These are getting more rare and rare, as you don't see them in this quantity anymore, especially in original condition. This was kind of a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting to see a Depot 1 that sold for $23 or like $28 with shipping. from my understanding, this was only like a $10 or $12 chip, but who knows? Maybe people are realizing what some of this stuff is. So, $23, quite the price to pay for one chip. As far as the Depot chip goes, I mean, it's a beautiful looking chip. Same thing with other chips. I've only seen these chips in mint condition, or let's say near mint condition. So $23. And last but not least, these are chips that I've been kind of wanting to try and get. These chips are from the movie Jinxed with Bette Midler, Harrah's TRKs. Most of these probably in mint condition too, because obviously they're movie prop chips. But $60. I believe this was a recent sell, but maybe it wasn't. This says it's February, so maybe this did sell in February. Maybe I sorted it wrong, but these are definitely chips that I am after if they are available, because they're obviously TRKs. I like TRKs. These are TRKs I don't have. And they're all in good shape. They're also from a movie, so they're rare movie prop chips. So pretty cool stuff. That's gonna be it though. Definitely gonna keep some good stuff on the watch list for the next coming week. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as you guys did the first one. I'll definitely keep making these as time goes on, because there's obviously more rare stuff popping up on eBay. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens towards the end of the year, going into next year, and so on. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please drop a like. If you have any comments, put those down below. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.